Hello, beautiful souls. Happy Friday and welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all been having a really wonderful week. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a collective reading and energy update. For those of you who are new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So I'm going to start today by shuffling the energy oracle cards and getting us into the reading. If you would like to channel a more specific message from the reading today, I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Okay, so what do those listening to this reading need to know most at this time? Okay, so we have the financial constraints card in the upright position. Now, whenever this card comes out, I take it to indicate some kind of limiting belief system, someone feeling somewhat trapped in something, but what I'm actually getting is someone feeling very trapped in their head. So whenever I channel any message in these readings, it can apply internally to what's happening in your internal world, and it can also apply to an external person or situation. I'm bringing that up because what I get from this card is it's going to resonate in two different ways for different groups of people. For someone listening, I feel this may resonate with you internally, getting a little bit stuck in your head when it comes to moving towards some kind of dream goal or idea. So if that feels relevant for you, I'm just hearing that when you take the action, the universe will support you and continue unfolding that path before you. So I'm getting a message for someone to really pay attention to any inspired impulses to make a movement or take action towards some particular dream, goal, or vision, because again, that could be inspired from a higher place, from your own higher self. And that inspiration could really lead you on a path in powerful alignment with some of the core intentions in your soul's blueprint, which of course is that sort of roadmap that you created as a soul prior to incarnating here. Okay, so for some others of you, this may externally connect with an external person or situation who is feeling really stuck in their head. Now, if this is a romantic situation, this is someone who's feeling very stuck when it comes to how to communicate with you, what to say to you, how to move this forward. So I'm going to see if I can get any additional details for this portion of the reading. Okay, we have door to personal healing and happiness reversed. So this person that's feeling stuck is actually being pushed to heal within themselves. In fact, if this is an external person for you, they may actually be being actively blocked by the divine from fully contacting you, entering your life, communicating with you, until they go through a very deep and intense personal healing. Because I'm seeing that you've raised your vibration to a level where your guides are naturally blocking out any lower vibrational energies or people from being able to consistently remain in your life and consistently connect with you without doing the inner work. We have the sacral chakra in the reverse position. So you're coming up as someone in a very opposite energy from this person. Someone who has a very open sacral chakra, meaning you're highly creative, magnetic, really living in the moment, being fully present with yourself. And I'm hearing that when you're in this state of being, this person, again, it's like they can't connect with you or communicate with you consistently in the physical, simply because from an energetic standpoint, your vibration is so radically different from theirs. So what else can I channel? This could be a platonic situation for some of you. It doesn't have to be romantic in nature. This person is someone with a very fixed mindset. They may be someone who, I'm hearing, I'll believe it when I see it, which of course we know as highly spiritual beings that are manifesting our lives into place, that when you believe something, you will see it in your physical reality. It's actually the reverse of what many people believe from a 3D level of consciousness. And I'm getting that this is someone very much in that 3D state of mind where they are thinking to themselves, I will not believe anything I cannot see. And because of this, their life tends to stay in the same kinds of lower vibrational patterns and cycles because they don't seem to realize that in every now moment, they have the power to choose a new vibration and shift into an entirely new reality. And the only way things continue to remain the same is because they are continuing to think the same cyclical thoughts and offer the same energy because they aren't expanding their vision beyond what is. That's what I'm getting for this person. Now, I'm not sure why they're coming up so heavily in your reading. Maybe this is someone that you care a lot about. This could be someone from your past who is still attached to you in some way. And I will say that although it may be a gradual process and it's going to require them to use their own free will to choose to heal, to choose to expand their vision, your energy has inspired them. They see you as almost this untouchable divine being. You're coming up as the goddess of the moon here. So it's like they're seeing you shining your light in this state of empowerment. I'm hearing muse. So this person may see you as a muse, especially if they are a creative type, but they're feeling very disconnected from you. That word untouchable is coming out again, almost like they've put you on a pedestal, but they don't feel like they're really able to consistently access you in the physical world, which of course, based on this reading, makes sense because this person does seem to be blocked from fully accessing you until they do the inner work within themselves. They're very caught in some kind of karmic pattern or cycle because we actually have the contract card coming out here, which in these readings does tend to indicate a highly karmic energy. And this karmic pattern could simply be their lack mentality with envy in the upright position that makes them desire what you have, meaning your state of magic, spiritual empowerment, your knowledge of manifestation. I'm hearing, I want to believe. So it's like this person wants to either be like you or they want to embody that same kind of energy, but it feels so distant from where they actually are. If this is a platonic or social situation, this may be someone who actually has some of their own insecurities triggered by your light. So you shining so brightly and being in a state of such empowerment, I'm seeing the number 666, may at times actually trigger this person even though they admire you. It's almost like a love-hate kind of energy where they admire you to an extreme degree, even placing you on a pedestal. I'm hearing you don't even seem real. Like you seem so magical, so almost ethereal to them that they don't even really perceive you as a human being. They feel almost like you're too too magical to be real is what I'm getting from this person, to put it bluntly. And yet, although they admire you, they also at times feel extremely triggered by you. They feel their insecurities triggered because your light shines on them, those aspects of themselves that have been keeping them stuck, those parts of themselves that they haven't necessarily been healing or taking accountability for. I'm seeing that this is someone who may have refused to move forward with you, or they may have actually been the one to disconnect from you or to shut the door here, whether this was a friendship, a boss, a social situation. But I see that they're in deep regret over however things may have ended between you, whether they were the one that pushed this connection away, or whether you ultimately got tired of this cycle and chose to walk away. And I'm hearing for some reason that they're now seeing you go towards this King of Cups energy. And it's almost like this is part of the lesson that they're learning in seeing you now connecting with a King of Cups energy that is much more aligned with your soul. While it's triggering to them and amplifying some of those insecurities, it's also what they need to push them into their own healing. So this will resonate differently for different people. But this King of Cups is coming up as someone who is deeply in touch with their emotions and expressive of their emotions, a very stable energy. And for some reason, I'm picking up this unhealed person was the word unemotional is coming out. Like they were very out of touch with their own true emotional experience. Whereas this energy that you're moving towards and aligning with is one of a very high degree of emotional intelligence that matches your level of emotional intelligence. So for some of you, if this was romantic, this person from your past may have pushed you away, but now you are connecting with a new romantic energy, someone who provides a lot of emotional stability and can really near your level of emotional maturity. Whereas this person from your past may be very much stuck in that state of regret here, kind of watching this happen. But again, it's meant to push them into their own deep inner healing here. But there's a lot of free will as to how that plays out. And in the past, this is someone who has utilized their free will to really remain stuck in lower vibrational patterns. So I don't know why all of these messages are coming through here. This has been a bit of a unique reading, but it may be that some of you are feeling still affected by this person's energy from your past, even if the two of you are out of contact. And you may be wondering whether you've made the right decision by aligning with this new King of Cups energy that's coming in. So this may be a sign of confirmation for some of you that you are really living in alignment with your true inner self by allowing yourself to release this person or situation that wasn't willing to heal and self-evaluate in order to align with this King of Cups that is very emotionally stable, expressive, and connected to you in a more balanced way. Now, for some of you, that King of Cups energy could be someone that you've already met. For others of you, this could be someone that you're actually attracting in the future. We did have acceptance reversed, and also loneliness and perseverance. So part of why this kind of old energy, this outdated energy may be coming through the reading could be because you are actually feeling an energy this person is sending you. Because even though there seems to be a disconnect here in the physical where you've moved forward with your life, this person is, I'm hearing they're letting you go in the 3D, but they're not letting you go vibrationally. In fact, from an energetic standpoint, they seem to be holding on very tightly to you, meaning they're sending you a lot of energy, thinking about you really heavily, feeling strong emotions about you. So this may be creating a bit of a confusing dynamic from your end where you have chosen to release this person from your life, or in some cases, they may have even been the one to release you or to let you go. And yet you feel their presence energetically really strongly, or you feel it kind of having an impact on you at some layer or level of your energetic field. So for someone, this could be a sign of confirmation. Like it's not you holding on to this person. It's that they're really deep in a state of regret and loneliness. And although they are staying silent in the physical, they are sending you a lot of heavy energy, which may be putting you in a bit of a complicating position. So I know that was all a little bit random, but I really hope that connected with whoever needed to hear it today. Now, I want to move on from this energy because it's definitely a little bit heavy, and I also feel it's very outdated for where you are now. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards, and I want to know more about where you are now as well as what you're moving towards. Okay, so where you are now with blossoming abundance reversed is possibly going through a time of upheaval or uprooting in your life where things, even things such as the dynamic with this person from your past, are being uprooted to clear space and allow, I'm hearing, a breath of fresh air into your being or into your life. You may meet someone who you really connect with at a soul level who describes you as a breath of fresh air, or that might be how you feel about them. But I'm hearing the inhale can't come without the exhale. So that metaphoric exhale has been you releasing things, people, situations that are no longer aligned with you. And the inhale is allowing in those breaths of fresh air, those new, fresh, aligned people, things, and experiences. I will say that a lot of what is being exhaled from your life is happening very naturally and automatically. In fact, you may feel as though you aren't doing any of it at all, that people or things or situations are simply kind of exposing themselves to you, or that the truth is naturally being surfaced. Things are naturally falling into a kind of alignment. And I'm seeing this really powerful current of energy that my guides are describing like a very powerful river. And a river that is flowing really fast can be destructive in a sense to anything in its pathway. And it's also already charted its course. So it's going to have its way. It's going to carry whatever's on it to its destination. And the reason my guides are giving me this imagery is because that river current in your situation is the vision of your life that you've created. Even if this isn't a specific dream, goal, or desire encompassed in this vision, that vision is a frequency that you've defined for yourself, a frequency of whatever it is for you personally: health, happiness, freedom, abundance, deep soul fulfillment, meaningful connections. And you've held that frequency so consistently that it's built up a kind of momentum that is like this river current. And so now anything that feels as though it's being deconstructed or being removed from your life, again, this is happening very automatically. The river is simply breaking through it in a sense. And anything that is contrary to the flow of that vision is simply not able to remain in the current, and it's being washed out of your life in a very natural way. So I'm just hearing, allow the process to continue and stay grounded the best that you can. We did get the root chakra card in the upright position. So you may be finding that more of your time lately has been devoted to grounding yourself, stabilizing yourself, coming back to your center. For some of you, this could be getting out into nature. This could even be sleeping, taking naps. This could be doing whatever you do to calm and center yourself energetically. And know that although these practices may look very simple on the surface, or even to other people, they may at times look like not doing anything, because many of those energy clearing practices involve sitting or being alone with yourself or in nature. And you may not be necessarily producing actions in the physical 3D world, but know that you are producing a very powerful, stabilizing, energetic field, a force field of sorts that is not only very essential to keep you stabilized as this river current of your vision is pulling you to all of your desires, but it's also very stabilizing to the people connected to you, and even in a more far-flung way to the global collective consciousness. You are playing a very powerful role seeding and anchoring the light here as a light worker, as a star seed on planet Earth at this time. Now, it's interesting when I ask where you currently are, we got that blossoming abundance reversed card, which is what we've been describing. But when I asked what is coming in the future, we have happy family upright. So I'm hearing that harmonious people, situations, and connections are coming in and will continue coming in to resonate and align with that harmonious frequency you've cultivated within yourself. But it's important to recognize that they are coming in mirror reflection to that frequency that you've been holding within. This isn't coincidence, this isn't chance, and this doesn't even really have to do with anything external that you've been doing. This is all about the frequency you've been cultivating within yourself. So I'm hearing that as you've been loving yourself more deeply, cultivating that frequency of true unconditional love, that's been becoming highly magnetic for attracting in really aligned, peaceful, harmonious connections, relationships, etc. These could be friendships, business partnerships, acquaintances, romantic situations for some of you, even people from your past entering your life in a more healed, harmonious way. And with the crown chakra upright, many of these harmonious connections that you're attracting in are going to be those who are part of your soul group or your soul family, as it's sometimes described. So there's a very powerful spiritual element to the social community and the connections that you are going to be attracting in. This is because you've really peeled back the layers, energetically speaking, which means you are radiating a more authentic signal. You are showing more of that authentic core soul frequency in a more active way on the planet. So this means that more of your soul family who shares a similar frequency to your own is able to recognize and hear that signal more clearly and come towards you. This is also a message for many listening, that if you're feeling a bit lonely in the 3D at this time, continue to peel back those layers and offer more of that authentic soul frequency, and your soul family will find you in time. They will align with you in the physical 3D world. I'm hearing there are others like you, but for someone listening, you may have been born or planted in a physical 3D earth environment with people who were very different from you at a soul level, whether this was friends, family members, whoever this was for you. You may have actually been surrounded from a young age by people who did not share a similar frequency to your own. And so you may have grown up feeling really alone, feeling like there weren't many others like you. But it's almost like an illusion here, because there are many others who do align with you. It's just that many of them have not yet found you and connected with you in the physical world in this lifetime. But I do see that being something that's coming in for you. And specifically, my guides are showing me like a timeline showing now to the end of November. So for someone very specific, you may even be having someone come into your life in a powerful way, possibly within the next few weeks, as of whenever you are listening to this reading. Now, of course, time doesn't exist at the level of energy, so take these messages whenever they find you and connect with you. This could be a soulmate or someone from your soul family coming in 2 weeks within whenever you align with this reading, whenever that is for you personally. Okay, so I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here and seeing if there are any final messages for this first reading here on YouTube. Now, of course, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, when I do channel these collective readings, I do create an extended version of the reading as well, where we go deeper into the details and the messages and channel any further information that wants to come through for that more exclusive community on Patreon. So if you're feeling a resonance here and you do feel guided to join our beautiful Patreon soul tribe, the link to do so will be in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so what are some final messages? I saw the number 555. That can indicate radical change. You may feel as though every day you wake up and feel almost like a different person from the day you were before. There may be this energy of things shifting or changing very fast for someone that I'm picking up on here, even though things might look very stagnant or still in the physical 3D world. You may have this sense as though I'm hearing every day your energy feels different or new or at some different level. In some sense, from a quantum perspective, you are almost traveling between different timelines and different dimensions, which is something that tends to occur as you go through a spiritual awakening and detach yourself from any one set timeline trajectory. Now, that's a very complex topic to be getting into right at the end of this reading, so we'll see if it comes up in the extended reading. But for now, I want to pull a few final traditional tarot cards. Okay. So here we have the Four of Swords reversed. This is about rejoining the world. And you may be feeling as though for a while you've been cultivating a frequency within yourself. You've been very much in a hermit mode. And I'm hearing now you are in a mode of revealing that frequency, revealing that true self to the world in whatever way feels good and aligned for you. So in some way, whether it's through travel, through your interactions, through something you are sharing online, something you are creating, you are now sharing that frequency that you've been spending, I'm hearing for many of you, years cultivating within yourself. That's now being shared or soon will be shared in a more powerful, visible way. And this also seems to be playing a role in how your soul family is able to more visibly see you and connect with you in the physical 3D world. This may have to do with however you are sharing that frequency, whatever you are creating. For some of you, this may simply look like going to new places. Again, it could involve traveling to new places or simply interacting in new ways with others. You are coming up very much as the Queen of Pentacles here. Someone who is in a very abundant, thriving energy. And it seems as though from this point forward, that abundance that you are going to be manifesting and attracting is really coming exclusively through an authentic place where you have activated your throat chakra and you are speaking or expressing your truth, your authentic energy. However you are doing that, either in the world, in business, in the workplace, but in some way you are expressing your authentic self. And that is directly correlated to the abundant energy that you're creating around yourself, which of course, once we cultivate an energy, it begins to show up physically in our world as well. So you're going to continue to see manifestations of this abundant energy that you've cultivated within. Now, I know this has been a very unique reading. I will say that right at the end of the reading, we have a King of Swords. So this could represent someone connected to you. I am sensing a potential romantic connection here. Someone who I'm hearing is in some place of power, whether that means they have a very strong, confident attitude towards life, or whether they have a position of material status or power in the workplace, in their local community, in the world. This feels like someone who, it's almost like you're sitting here in this effortless, beautiful Queen of Pentacles energy. And this King of Swords is here like protecting, defending, kind of encircling you with a sense of safety and protection. So I'm getting that this could be possibly someone coming into your life, or possibly someone in your life who feels very protective towards you and is meant to be this kind of counterpart energy as you are thriving and glowing and focusing on that pentacle here, focusing on cultivating that abundance. It's almost like this counterpart energy comes in to support you and to help you remain balanced in all of that in a very physical 3D way. So this does feel very much like a potential partnership. I will be channeling more into that King of Swords energy in the extended reading. We will also be getting into any other energies that may be connected or attached to you at this time, and any further messages from your spirit guides or higher self. So for those of you who do feel a resonance here and want to join me on Patreon after this reading, the link to that reading will be in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. The final Rumi Oracle card to close out this first YouTube reading is Hand of Fatima. So I'm going to go ahead and just read a little bit from the guidebook here. I can never leave you, not for a moment, not for an hour. You are in everything I do. You are my everything. My drink is your sweetness. I move to your command. I am a surrendered prey in your hands, and you are my consuming lion. Your soul and my soul are truly one soul. I swear to our one soul, I long for no one but you. In the garden of your grace, I am only a germinating sprout. The crown of my blooming is the desire to be in your arms. Rumi, you are giving birth to more spirit than you have ever held before. During such times, a divine midwife can be helpful and supportive. This oracle brings you the guidance that what is being born in your life right now, in your own consciousness as a seed, perhaps of a new way of being, a new idea, belief system, philosophy, or sense of self, is going to come to maturity under the loving protection of the Divine Mother. You are being asked to heed your intuition and instincts. So that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. Thank you so much to all of you tuned in to today's reading. I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post more energy updates and inspiration. Of course, if you do now want to head over to Patreon with me to continue this reading, the link to do so will be under the video. Otherwise, I am wishing you a beautiful rest of your day and weekend, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.